Welcome, my friend. Before we begin, I want to ask you something important. Not difficult, but honest.
Yes, please listen closely. This question can change everything.
Take a moment, breathe, be still, and ask yourself, am I really living or am I just existing?
Most people do not stop to ask that. They just go through the day, one task, then another. Always busy, but never full of life.
You wake up, you check your phone, you eat, you go to work or school, you scroll, you sleep, then the next day begins. Again.
And again, and again. It feels normal, but deep inside, you know something is missing.
You want more. You want freedom. You want to speak English with confidence. You want to feel proud.
You want to feel alive, not just on weekends, not just during vacations, every single day.
But here is the truth. Wanting is not enough. Dreams are not magic. They need action.
Yes, that is the part most people forget. They wait, they hope, but they do not start.
Let me ask you, right now, what are you doing today to move forward? What are you doing now to build your future?
Are you still watching random videos? Are you still saying, I will start next week? Or are you already building something real?
If you are honest, maybe you are wasting time, and that is okay if you decide to change it today.
Because this episode is not just for learning English, it is for waking up, it is for taking back your time, your life.
So please do not just hear us, listen with your heart, feel every word.
And ask yourself this one question: what if today I stop wasting time?
Section 1. Time is life. Let me start with something direct, something real. Time is not just a number. Time is not just something you check on your phone or watch. Time is life. Every minute that passes is a piece of your life that never comes back. And many people do not see that until it is too late.
That is true. People always say, I will do it tomorrow, or I will start next week. But they do not understand what they are really saying. They are not delaying an activity, they are delaying their life. 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, and then suddenly years pass.
Imagine this. You wake up late. You check your messages. You watch a few funny videos. You scroll for 30 minutes. You say, it is just a short break. But that short break becomes 2 hours. Then you feel tired and you say, I will start later. But later never comes. And deep inside, you know it. You know you are wasting time, but still, you do nothing.
It is painful, but it happens to everyone. I used to do the same. I thought I was just relaxing. I thought I had more time. But one day, I realized something. I was not killing time. Time was killing me, slowly, silently. I was losing my energy, my focus, my fire, and time did not care. Time keeps moving. It does not stop for anyone.
Yes, time moves with or without you. You can use it or you can lose it. That is the truth, but most people do not take it seriously. They think, I am still young or I have many years ahead, but tomorrow is not promised. You only have this moment, this day, and what you do with it defines your future.
Let me say something important. If you want to speak better English, or build your dream, or improve your life, you must stop wasting time. Not next year, not next month, not tomorrow. You must stop today. Because if you do not act now, time will pass anyway, and you will be in the same place, only older.
Think about it. What did you do yesterday to grow? What did you do last week to become better? Most people do not even remember. That is the problem. They are living, but they are not growing. They are busy, but not productive. And deep inside, they feel stuck.
I want you to try something simple. Take a notebook. Write down how you spend your hours in one day. Be honest. Write everything. And then look at it. Ask yourself, how many hours did I waste today? The answer may surprise you or even hurt you, but it is the first step to change.
That is a powerful exercise because once you see the truth, you cannot ignore it anymore. And after that, you can do something amazing. You can change your habits. You can remove 1 hour of distraction and replace it with 1 hour of learning, of action, of purpose.
That small change can change your life. For example, instead of 1 hour on social media, read a book, watch an English video with subtitles, practice speaking in front of a mirror, write your thoughts in English. It may feel small, but small steps every day create big results.
So let me leave you with a challenge. Just for today, value your time like gold. Imagine each minute is $1. Would you throw it away? Would you waste $10 doing nothing? No, right? So why do you waste 10 minutes or 1 hour like it is nothing?
Time is your best friend if you respect it, but it becomes your worst enemy if you ignore it. So use it wisely, use it with intention, and most important, start now, because later may never come.
Section 2. No more excuses. Now, let us talk about something that stops many people, something silent but powerful. I am talking about excuses. You know the words, I do not have time. I am too tired. I do not have money. I cannot do it. These words feel safe, but they are dangerous.
Yes, excuses are like a soft pillow. They feel comfortable, but they stop you from standing up. They keep you small, they keep you stuck. And the worst part? Most people believe their own excuses. They repeat them again and again until they sound like the truth.
But the truth is different. The truth is, most excuses are lies. Not lies to other people, lies to ourselves. You say you do not have time? Check your phone. You had time to scroll. You had time to watch 5 videos. That was not a time problem. That was a choice.
Exactly. You say you do not have money? Fine. But most people with big success started with nothing. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They used what they had. They learned from free videos. They studied with a notebook and a pen. They found a way. Because where there is purpose, there is a path.
You know what I admire? I admire the person who says, I will do it anyway. The person who says, I do not care what I did not get. I will create something new. That is power. That is real strength.
Yes, that is the person who wins in life, not the one who cries about the past, not the one who complains about their parents or their boss, the one who says, this is my life, and I will take control of it.
Let us break this down. Your story is unique. Maybe you had problems. Maybe you did not go to the best school. Maybe your family did not support your dreams. That is real. That is painful. But it is not your prison. You are not your past. You are your next step.
I want to say this with love. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are just waiting for permission that you do not need. And maybe no one told you this before, but you are allowed to rise. You are allowed to build something better. You do not need to ask anyone. Just begin.
Try this. Take a piece of paper, write down your top 3 excuses. Be honest, look at them, read them out loud. Now, next to each one, write a small solution. Just one thing you can do today to take back control.
It can be simple. If your excuse is, I do not have time, maybe the solution is to wake up 20 minutes earlier. If your excuse is, I am not good at English, maybe the solution is to practice speaking 5 minutes a day. Small actions, but powerful direction.
That is the secret. You do not change your life by waiting, you change it by deciding one small action, one small promise, and when you keep that promise, you grow, you believe in yourself more, and slowly your identity changes.
And when your identity changes, your results change. You stop saying, I cannot, and start saying, I will try. You stop waiting and start building. That is the power of dropping your excuses. That is the beginning of a new life.
Section 3. Comfort is the enemy. Now, let us talk about a quiet enemy, a dangerous one. It does not scream, it does not fight, but it kills dreams every day. Its name is comfort.
Comfort feels good, right? You wake up late, you stay in bed, you eat something easy, you watch a few videos, you scroll, you relax. It feels soft, safe, and calm. But deep inside, something feels off. Something feels heavy.
Yes, you feel like your life is moving, but you are not. It is like you are sitting in a car with no gas. The music is playing, the lights are on, but the wheels are not turning. That is what the comfort zone does. It makes you feel alive while keeping you stuck.
And here is the trap: the comfort zone gives you no pain, but also no progress. You are not suffering, but you are not growing. And the worst part is that most people do not even notice. They think, I am okay, but inside they are slowly fading.
Let me ask you a hard question. When was the last time you did something that scared you? When was the last time your heart beat faster because you tried something new? That fear, that pressure, it is not your enemy, it is a sign of growth.
I remember the first time I spoke English in public. I was shaking. My voice was not clear. I said things wrong. People laughed, and I wanted to hide. But after that moment, something changed. I realized I did not die. I felt stronger.
That is beautiful. Fear is a teacher, discomfort is a signal. If you feel nervous, that means you are growing. If you feel awkward, that means you are moving forward. The only place where nothing changes is inside the comfort zone.
People wait until they feel ready, but that day may never come. You do not wake up one day feeling 100% confident. You build confidence by doing things before you feel ready. That is the truth. You must walk through the fire to find your strength.
Let me give you an example. A seed is hidden under the ground. It cannot grow unless it breaks the soil. That process is not easy. The seed must fight the darkness, it must push through the dirt. Then it finds the sun. Then it grows into something beautiful.
You are just like that seed. You have something powerful inside you, but you must be willing to break your comfort. You must face fear. You must move toward the unknown. That is how you grow. That is how you become your best self.
So today, try this. Do one small thing that makes you uncomfortable. Speak in English for 5 minutes. Post a short video. Join a class. Apply for that job. Talk to someone new. It will not feel easy, but it will feel right.
And remember, no one becomes great by playing it safe. No one learns by doing nothing. All progress begins where comfort ends. So do not wait for courage. Act first. Courage will follow.
Section 4. I will do it later is a lie. Let us talk about a phrase that sounds innocent but is very dangerous. I will do it later. You have said it, I have said it, everyone says it, but most people do not realize the truth behind those words.
Yes. When you say, I will do it later, it feels like a plan. It feels responsible. Like you are going to do something, just not now. But in most cases, it is not a plan. It is a delay, a soft excuse, a quiet way to run from action.
Exactly. I will do it later usually means I do not want to do it, or I am scared to do it. You are not scheduling the task, you are escaping it. And while you delay, time keeps moving. Life keeps moving, and your dreams stay frozen.
Let me ask you this. How many things have you delayed with that phrase? How many dreams have you pushed into later? Learning English, starting a business, reading that book, fixing your health, calling that person, saying something important. Later, later, always later, but later becomes never.
And here is the danger. The more you say it, the more it becomes a habit. It becomes automatic. You stop trusting your own words. You say you will start next week, but you know you will not. You start lying to yourself quietly, repeatedly, and that destroys your confidence.
I remember when I wanted to post my first English video. I said, I will do it tomorrow. Then the next day came. I said, maybe next week. I felt fear, fear of failure, fear of what people would think. But one day I said, enough. I recorded the video. My hands were shaking, but I did it.
That moment was more than a video. It was a battle against delay, and you won. That is what matters. You did not feel ready, but you acted anyway. That is something people must understand. Readiness is not a requirement. Action is.
That is right. Most people wait for the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. Life is always messy. You will always be a little tired, a little scared, a little unsure. But you do not need perfect conditions. You need a decision.
So let us break this lie right now. I will do it later is not a real plan. It is a trap. And the way out is simple. Act now, not perfectly, not for hours. Just take one small action. 10 minutes, one step, one message, one try.
Think about it like this. If you do not act now, what will change next week? Will you feel braver? Will fear disappear? Number fear stays. But courage grows only when you act. So if you can do one thing right now, Do it.
And here is a truth that many people learn too late. Time is not your servant. It does not wait for you. One day, your chance will end. No message will come. No sign will appear. Time will simply be gone. And all that remains is regret.
Regret is heavy. Regret says, I could have. I should have. Why did I wait? But you do not have to carry that pain. You can break the cycle today. You can say, I will not wait anymore. You can take back your power right now.
Section 5. Stop thinking, start doing. Now we come to something that holds many people back, and maybe it is holding you back too. Thinking, yes, thinking, it sounds like a good thing, and sometimes it is. But when you think too much and do nothing, that is a problem.
That is something I lived for many years. I had ideas, I had plans, I dreamed about speaking English. I imagined myself traveling, working with people from other countries. I watched many videos. I read many articles, but I did not speak. I did not act, and because of that, nothing changed.
That is the trap. Thinking makes you feel smart. Planning makes you feel ready. But thinking without doing is just delay. You can read every book, watch every tutorial, listen to every podcast. But if you do not move your body, nothing happens.
And sometimes we think so much. We get tired before starting. We imagine all the problems. We feel the fear in advance. We tell ourselves, what if I fail? What if I sound bad? What if people laugh at me? We lose the fight before we even enter the ring.
Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who wants to learn how to swim. He watches 100 videos. He reads a book about technique. He buys a swimsuit and goggles. But he never jumps into the water. Can he swim? Of course not.
That is exactly what many people do with their goals. They prepare, they wait, they overthink, but they never begin. And without action, there is no progress. There is only more thinking, more fear, and more regret.
The solution is simple and powerful. Do something, even if it feels small, even if it feels scary. You want to learn English? Then speak out loud every day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record your voice. Talk to yourself. Talk to your cat. It does not matter, just do it.
Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for someone to tell you it is time. Do not wait for your English to sound perfect. Speak with your heart. Speak with your mistakes. Speak with your dream. Because action creates momentum. Momentum creates progress. And progress builds confidence.
And here is the truth: you do not need to feel brave to begin. You do not need to know everything. You just need to take one step. That first step opens the door to the next one, and then the next. That is how change happens. Not in your head, but in your hands.
So, from today, every time you feel stuck, ask yourself, am I thinking too much? Or am I doing something real? Then stop. Take a breath, pick one small action and do it. One sentence. One word, one task. It is enough to begin.
My friend, if you listened until now, I want to thank you. But more than that, I want to remind you of something important. You do not need to be perfect to begin. You just need to be brave.
Yes, you do not need a perfect plan. You do not need the best English. You just need to care about your life. and care enough to take action. Today, not next week, not next year.
Your time is not just minutes on a clock, it is your life. Every second is part of your story, and you have the power to write a better chapter starting now.
Maybe you're scared. Maybe you feel slow. Maybe you think others are better. But please, stop comparing. This is your journey, your voice, your dream. It matters. You matter.
So say it with us, out loud. Even if you are alone, say it. I will not waste my time.
I will take one small step today.
Say it again, louder, this time believe it.
I do not need to be perfect. I just need to begin.
Beautiful. You see, that is how change begins. With a voice, with a choice, with you.
And now, we want to hear from you. Leave a comment. Tell us what is one thing you will do today to grow? What is one excuse you are ready to let go?
We read every comment and we believe in every person who decides to try because effort is more powerful than talent.
And bravery is more powerful than fear.
So stay strong, stay focused, and remember the world does not need a perfect version of you.
The world needs a real one, a growing one, a brave one.
Let today be your beginning.
And let your actions speak louder than your doubts.
Thank you for listening.
We are with you. Every step, every word, every moment.
Now go and use your time with power.